Please.
Alright, so for today, our setup's going to be as a 4-2-3-1, like we've been doing the last couple of weeks. Alright, so we're going to keep it simple. Jack at the back, Paul and Joseph, right and left, Luke and Matt in the middle, Charlie and Ben as the two central midfielders, Nicky playing that 10 role, yeah. Sammy on the right, Jules on the left, Kyle up front, okay? So start from the back, Paulie, Joseph, like we keep saying, yeah? Don't push too high too early, yeah? Okay, don't get caught out too high trying to mark their fullbacks rather than the winger, yeah? So watch the winger and watch where they drop, or if they come inside, then stay closer inside, yeah? Rather than trying to go out and just the ball. Don't follow the ball, watch your man, okay? Because they're going to try and play through the gaps, and they're going to try and play at the top, okay? That's where Sam and Jules have to do that, yeah? So your job is at least be aware of where the fullback, if he's making a run. If he makes that run, you've got to go and help cover. If he doesn't, you can cheat just as much as he does then. If he's too lazy to go, makes your job easier, just sit inside, yeah? Just cover inside that passing channel at least. Then Luke and Matt, you've got to direct these two as much as you can today, okay? All right? If their forwards drop deep, which at times they might, yeah? So if they come through here to come collect, don't go chasing, yeah? Don't go pass it on, okay? Because then if someone else goes to make their run through, that's how they're going to create the gaps. That's what happened last week, okay? So make sure that you two communicate whoever's running through or whoever's proceeding inside that midfield, yeah? So they know who's coming over their shoulder. Benny, same, if you get dragged a bit, Charlie, don't follow too far across. We can't have both of you there, yeah? Yeah. It's too exposed. So if Benny does get dragged out, Julian's up, he gets stay in that central passage at least. Yeah. Okay? So then at least they can create a triangle there, and then you're the next part of that triangle, always. Okay? Rather than if you go out, then there's the gap. Okay? So that's how you sort of got to make sure that you're sitting in that middle line. And it's vice versa. Then, if Charlie goes, yeah, try as much as you can to stay and not go too far across. Because there's already 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that can go do that. Okay? Mickey, same thing. You've got to try as much as you can. Don't get sucked into dropping too deep. Yes, you've got to help out at the top of these two. Yeah, so you are. But at the same time, your job is not to allow their 6 to dictate where to go. Okay, so if their midfielder is the one that they're always going to try and release, your job is to make his job hard. Yeah? So you're just screening across there. But that's where you and then Kyle need to communicate. Because if you are going to screen across there, Kyle, there's no point you just doing that as well, yeah? Then you drop in there. So that if they go to switch, you can cover that angle. Yeah? So when we're in that defensive shape, you two are almost playing like a front two rather than behind each other. Defensively, you end up like that. Okay? So then that way, if you go there and he comes central, you're forcing them to have to go all the way back. Or they're playing straight into us. Okay? But if you stay like that, yeah, it's easy to go. Yeah? And you've got an outlet. But if you do that, they have to go further back or into us. Alright? So in that defensive shape, you're actually almost a 4-4-2. Alright? That's the one difference that we haven't really been doing because we've been sitting like this the whole time. Yeah? And we're limiting our options to actually close it. So that's the thing I want to work on today. Alright? So that's where, Kyle, to be honest, you're going to dictate whether we do go to close. So if you see it goes out to that the left centre back, for example, so the left back's up here, the centre back's there, yeah. So they're playing him and they're waiting for him. You go cover that gap, then Mickey knows he just has to cover that gap. Yeah? You'll want to cover in between there. So then one of them must have to play in, and that's where we are. See? But if you stay like that, sooner or later, that's how they get out. Okay? So that's what we need to work on, you two, and that's where, again, Charlie, Ben, talk. Yeah? Let them know, because you can see. Okay? So, the main aims. First to the ball, yeah? Like at training, how I said. If you see the ball's out here, Paul's there marking someone, Sam's there, Charlie, you're there. If you can, you go. Don't wait, oh, Sam might come back. I don't want to see that. And if you see Charlie go, that's your cue, Ben, I better tuck in. Luke comes across. Yeah? Be accountable today. That's what I want to see by first of the ball. Yeah? If you know that it's there and you can see it in front of you, the guy behind him is not going to do it, you're going to do it, because you can see it. Okay? Again, then the key is to keep your shape though. So wherever you get dragged, you should know where that next man was. So that's how it's easy. Then if Paul goes down there, yep, Luke needs to come in. Oh, Julius, then you can cover the back post because they're all coming. Simple, yeah? So know who's next to you so you know what role to fill. Your defensive role is first because that's what's going to win us the ball, yeah? So if we're thinking too far ahead about attacking and we don't concentrate on actually getting the ball first, it's useless, yeah? If we don't have it. So I always think of my defensive role first is, for example, wingers, cover the channel, because then if I win it, I've got options to go forward. And then that's when this happens. Attack at pace, but in numbers. Again, what we were saying on Thursday night at training, yeah, there's no point playing a 1-2 and you watch it, and then there's no one to support these two. Because you can play an excellent ball, but if he's got 4v2, we're not really helping him, are we? And that's happened the last couple of weeks. Yeah? The guys up front have made a run, but then these guys haven't caught up. We all have to go. Yeah? We all have to go. Last but not least, you do it for each other. We've got a long way to go. Yeah? A long way to go, like 7-8 months to go. Okay? So it's from now that you guys need to realise this guy next to me is my mate, he's my friend, he's my teammate, but he's also the guy I'm battling with every week on the park. So when he gets kicked, I want to support him. If it means I get to kick that bloke, I go after him with the ball. Silly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? If he loses it, he gets tackled, he gets an elbow, whatever, I'm going to go support my mate. It's just like any of you that have got a mate off the park. Yeah? Yeah, these are your mates. You're going to be stuck inside these rooms, man, for the next 30 weeks together. So if you don't like each other yet, learn to. Yeah? Okay? You ready for it today?
Yeah.